USAir Arena for Washington Bullets basketball. Fantasy Play-by-Play is brought to you by Budweiser, the king of beers. And now, here's your Fantasy Play-by-Play announcer.
Stoyan, Tom Cicatello coming to you live from USAir Arena. Bit of a homecoming day for Grant Hill. Chris Webber back in the lineup today. I don't know what we've got going on here now. Got to look at the coach, Doug Collins, Pistons head coach. All right. Grant Hill bringing the ball up against Chaney. Coming off a great defensive performance against Michael Jordan here on Friday night.
At least until the fourth quarter when Jordan took over.
Hill taking the ball to the hoop, kicks it out. The three is up. Short. George skies for the board. He's got it off to Chaney. Chaney bringing the ball up off to Juwan. Juwan looking. Here comes George, posted inside into George. George turns. That's two.
It's going to be hard to stop Big George inside.
You get George in, there's no way to stop that. Bullets are off to a good start.
Pistons going to have to use their athletic ability inside with their rat lift to try to counter the muscle, the strength, the towering inferno.
Grant dishing it. Oh, that's a walk. Jump ball. All right. And the Bullets is an important playoff stretch for them. Coming off a loss to Detroit in Detroit on Wednesday, and then a tough loss to the Chicago Bulls on Friday, in which they were jobbed.
Jobbed. Grant Hill with the ball against Chaney. For Joe Dumars.
Looking at the three. No one wants to go inside with George in there. Nobody. Grant with a little move, but he's not going in with George. Up over the top. You can see the clear intimidation by the Bullets 7'7" center, George Murasan.
Pistons a fine outside shooting team.
Have yet to show that yet today.
That's a valid point.
Strickland coming up.
A minute into the game.
A little penetration from Strickland. We got the ball into C-Web. Oh, up and away, says C-Web.
Turnaround from last game when the Bulls jumped out to a 7-0 lead. The Bullets getting on top early here on the Pistons 4-0.
Dumars against Juwan. Got the pick for Hill. Dish back out to Thorpe, over to Theo. Two.
Ratliff has really been playing fairly well in the last couple games, coming on. Former top pick by the Pistons.
6'10", 225 center out of Wyoming.
A Cowboy.
Strickland giving the ball out to Juwan, coming off a good game. The lob in. George.
George lacks the hands that everyone would like him to have.
Out the ball, taking it to the hoop. Too much. Chris getting it in the middle of Strickland. Juwan pull up the hoop. Ooh. Chris Webber may still be showing a little effects to the strained back, not getting up to throw that down. All right. Dumars on the right side. Looking for Hill. He's got Hill at the top of the key. Looks like Hill might have got jobbed in the eye. Oh!
Foul is called on Chaney, I believe. Is it Chaney?
Little touch foul there.
Yes.
Albert Chaney. Albert's going to need to have a big game. Keep the Bullets in this. If he can shut down Hill the entire game like he did with Jordan for 3 quarters, we may be in good shape.
That may be the difference. Can they stop Hill in the fourth quarter?
It's up with the ball. It's up. Around. No.
No good.
They do look at Grant Hill as the most complete player in the NBA after Jordan. He's an outstanding defensive player and will do what it takes to win. Key is to keep him on the perimeter today, and he misses 2 free throws. Strickland's got the ball, bringing it up the side. Looks like we got the 17th sellout here at the USAir Arena today. Strickland with the pull-up.
Oh,
he knocks it down.
The jumper.
Strickland can hit the jumper. The Pistons can go home today. Strickland not usually on the jumper, but if he's on, that spells trouble. That'll open his penetration up, and we all know what happens when he gets inside.
He can get the shot off from anywhere inside.
He'll have to Dumars the three. Now that could be an offensive push-off.
That's exactly
all right.
what we have.
Look good for the Bulls today. And the Bullets also.
The Bulls and the Bullets.
All right, Strickland got the ball, bringing it up. Strickland coming off the pick. We got a little, what do we got? A little
on Hill.
Grant Hill trying to fight through Grant the pick by That's a solid screen set there by Jawan. He could not get through it, committed to foul. You can see the intensity there on Strickland's face. They've come to play today.
Oh,
C-Web,
oh,
ooh!
way. Theo Ratliff with a big block.
Taking it back, oh, right over Rod. C-Web will not be happy about that. He doesn't look like he's 100% today. That's 2, he hasn't gotten up yet.
We haven't seen a real intense Detroit defensive pressure here early on.
Weber back to Strickland. Oh, no! This could be trouble. Spotting up to get it over to Hill in the corner. Looking in the middle.
Theo Ratliff.
Over to Ratliff. The jumper. C-Web snags it. Off to Strickland. We'll bring it back up. Well, we're 4 minutes in and we've had 10-point score here. So it doesn't seem like it's going to be a real offensive battle here today at the
You
USAir
pretty much
Arena.
had to expect it. The Pistons aren't going to get
Webb
up to make
into
points.
George. You cannot stop George. One of the things we've noticed this year is that Bernie doesn't seem to know how to utilize Big George enough. You get the ball into George, it's pretty hard to stop. All right, setting up. We don't think that Theo has quite the range that a Luke Longley has where he can bring George outside. So hopefully we'll see a little more George today with the steal off to Strickland.
George very active early on in this game.
See if Strickland can get a little more penetration. A little of the dish off. Ah, they're throwing the ball away today.
By Hill.
High bounce.
Lindsey Hunter.
Straight to the hoop. Weber didn't even challenge him. You can see Weber's hurting today.
He's either hurting or he just doesn't care. We're not sure which one it is today.
You'd think he'd be up to play the old Michigan boys, though, coming out of the Piston City. And the ball off to Weber at the top into George. George with the hook.
George.
I can't say it enough. You got to go to George.
There's no one in the league that can check George inside.
You can't stop 7-7. You just can't teach that. You can't teach height. We've gone quite a while without a stoppage in play also, I must say. Oh, C-Web! Here comes Strickland. He's got Howard on the wing. The pull-up. No.
Rebound Hill.
Yeah, he had the guys on the wing, but he decided to float it up there. Usually a good idea, but not this time. That's 4 turnovers so far in the game for the Bullets. You know, one of the things you notice, though, is that the Bullets have emerged this year as one of the league's best shooting teams. They're currently ranked 3rd in the league in field goal percentage. Bullets are, that is.
That's an interesting fact. But the Pistons are well known for shutting down teams.
Well, last year the Bullets did finish as the 2nd best shooting squad, hitting about 48% of their field goal attempts. Now, of course, with Legler out, that doesn't help things. There's Strickland going up high for C-Web. He needs to move, get up, put it down.
Puts it through.
All right.
12-8 Bullets, 5:49 remaining.
Playing a little defense. Now, the Bullets, you know, when the defense is working, they'll wreak havoc on the opposition. They do rank 4th in forced turnovers.
Grant Hill with the ball.
This quarter's flying. Quick first quarter.
Back to Hill. Takes Cheney.
Not over George, though.
Otis Thorpe with the rebound.
Not over George, kicks it out.
To Dumars. Dumars trying to work it into Thorpe, but has to go back to Hill.
Inside,
nice
there's George.
Thorpe.
There's George. Oh, threw it up, no.
We have a whistle.
That's a 24-second violation. All right, well, we got to stop and play. Let's send. All right, you're watching Washington Bullets basketball on the Fantasy Play-by-Play Network. Now let's take a quick timeout.
Bud. 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 Wise. Bud. Bud. Wise. Bud. Wise. Bud. Bud. Wise. Bud. Wise. Bud. Wise. Bud. Wise.
All right, we're back here at the USAir Arena. The Bullets gotten out to a quick 12-8 lead. Oh, we got a second here. Let's send a big shout out to everybody back in Evansburg, watching on WSAM. The voice of Bullets basketball in Evansburg.
That's right.
Oh my! Quite a day here we had on Friday.
President of the United States in the house for the game.
Little Jordan in it. What do you think about wasting the taxpayers' money like that to bring out the Secret Service, stopping up the guards?
Especially because the game was on TV.
The game was on TV.
Could have watched it at home in the White House.
All he wanted to do was see the game. He could have stayed home and watched it, but no. Out he must come, waste our money.
Well, I believe he invited Jordan to come to the White House, but Jordan said, I can't be bothered.
You must come to the game.
Exactly.
That's an excellent point, Sam. That's what the Democrats will do with your money. They just don't care. Oh, my.
This paid political advertisement brought to you by Philip Morris and Company.
Someone's got to make a profit. Why not them? One of the things that we've noticed a little bit here is the crowd seems to not quite be into it yet.
No, they're definitely not. They still seem to be filing into their seats a bit.
It's a later arriving crowd. Of course, it's a beautiful day here in the capital city, slightly outside the Beltway.
Slightly. Everyone probably took a little side trip to see the new football stadium being built.
Pick up a Big Mac.
And then they were chased off the grounds.
Special 5-0.
Special 5-0 chasing them off the grounds.
All right. Coming out of the timeout now, I hear.
Seems to be a lot of standing around going on the court at this moment.
The interesting thing is the Bullets do rank as the 7th youngest team in the NBA with an average of 27.2 years, posting an average of only 3.9 years of experience.
That's interesting, 27.2 years. You'd think that they'd be much younger than that.
But, you know,
so many underclassmen coming out. But the old guys hang on too long.
People talking about wanting to trade away the team, but
I think Weber's got to be gone. You got to get rid of C-Web. He's dragging the team down.
He's got to go, or he's got to play the center. He's got to be a team guy. Here we are, back to play. Ball into Strickland, bringing it up. All right, running it off. Looking at the clear out. Strickland inside. He forces it up. No. Strickland doesn't seem to be as good from outside. He needs to get in a little closer before putting those shots up or dishing.
He's definitely a slasher.
Dumars with the 3. Short. C-Web with the board off to Strickland. Somebody's picked up a quick 2 boards. 4 points. Jawan's got the ball in. The move. Back out to Strickland. Into Weber in the lane. The half hook. Nothing.
No.
Big George pulls it down. Pushes
George.
it. What are we calling there? All right. Bernie seems a little happy about that. George is playing himself a game today. He's come to play.
First foul on Otis Thorpe of the Pistons. Fighting for the rebound.
You got to like when George gets up there, clears the boards like that, throws people around. Nobody messes with Big George. C-Web at the top of the key. Chaney's not going to need to score here if we're going to do anything.
Oh, ball thrown away. There's some contact.
Looked like Howard might have gotten pulled down by Hill, but then again,
incidental contact.
Just like Jordan, he's getting the touch calls.
The crowd voices their displeasure.
Definitely
on that
not
call
happy about that.
They're hoping to get the second on Hill. Dumar's bringing it up for the Pistons. Guarded by Juwan Howard.
Thinking about it.
That's interesting.
It is an interesting matchup. You got Strickland down on. What do we got? That's just a warning. Just a warning. You'll see that a lot of times when they try to bring George out high. And he will not come. All right, got about 4 minutes left to go here in the period. Kicks the ball into Terry Mills. Hill back out the middle.
Oh, he passes on to 3. Otis Thorpe. And
can't get it off against George. George says no. Off to Chaney. Need to get Chaney started. Strickland out to Weber. Weber for the 3. Not a good idea, but Strickland clears the boards into Jawan with a turnaround. 2. All right. Weber needs to move in a little bit. He's been out a few games. Get his touch back inside before he starts popping out for the 3s.
You saw Terry Mills pass up on an open 3. Last time down the court for the Pistons. That's a surprise. Lindsey Hunter throwing up a ridiculous shot.
C-Web on the boards again, though. All right, we got Lorenzo Williams getting ready to check in. Let's hope it's not for George, because he's been playing a hell of a quarter. Jawan working him in. Jawan with the turnaround. The bounce. George, the tap out to Jawan. Jawan up again. No, George with the tip again. George is working hard today.
Out of bounds to the Pistons. And we have a stoppage of play.
A timeout. All right.
Full timeout by the Pistons.
Lorenzo Williams hasn't really shown us too much yet this year. After coming in from Dallas, I think.
No one's really sure where he came from. But not much is really expected of him anyway. So
he was hurt for a lot of the year, and then
the Bullets seem to be escorting someone to midcourt here.
All right, who are the Bullets bringing out there? Let's take a look. They're bringing them out for the they're bringing them out for the half-court shot.
This is the crowd favorite.
Looks like a Chinese guy. There he is. Let's see what he can do from midcourt.
Chance to be on some sort of cruise.
He looks like he's going to try a set shot, and we would actually recommend that he get some momentum behind this, but that ball's going to come short.
And then he will be booed.
There will be booing if this boy misses that shot. The pressure is heavily on. All right, the crowd's getting psyched up. We're recommending some momentum.
You must get a running start.
Get a running start, buddy. We're telling you. Whoa, it's up. It's short.
See, he was well inside the half-court line when he took the shot as well. I think he would have been disqualified.
That would have been disqualified, the insurers, but he's getting escorted out by the Bullets.
And that in itself is a first-rate prize.
Oh, my. All right, back to your computer.
Back to your computer.
Guy looks like a computer guy.
Yeah, fair enough.
C. Webb's crib.
The Teen Summit is in C. Webb's crib today.
Oh, the Teen Summit's in the house in C. Webb's crib today. That's what we like to see. You can always tell the crib, because the crib's rocking. Got a low-scoring first period here with a total of, 22 points here scored.
22 points. This is going to be a game probably played in the high 70s, low 80s would be my guess. Which is exactly where the Pistons want it.
Right here on the hoop scoop.
The hoop scoop.
Hoop scoop. We haven't seen much from Cheney after, again, he put on some nice moves on Friday. We're going to need some scoring out of Cheney to be able to maintain the lead. But
his confidence may be shaken after the fourth quarter Jordan put on, but and that's enough to almost get you to retire. But you should pretty much expect that from Jordan.
He was lit. Lit up. All righty, let's see what we got here. Who we got coming out of the huddle? We got Jawan, Lorenzo, Chris. The guy that doesn't get enough playing time is Jaren Jackson.
Here's Aaron McKee will be entering the game here for the Pistons. Number 23, out of Temple.
Temple.
Making a run at the NCAA tournament again this year.
That's one guy they never called the elevator man.
Aaron McKee.
You never heard him yelling up, and away with Aaron McKee.
That is true.
All right, we got the ball back in play, and here we go. That's Bernie, but we are bringing the ball up the court. There we go. Off the Hill. Hill has been to this point shut down. There's the three from Mills.
He nails it.
And that's three.
That's why I was surprised he passed one up earlier.
Hill to this point's got 2 points. All right, Mills with the little, looking like George Foreman a little bit, actually.
The George Foreman look.
The George Foreman look he's sporting. All right, there we got it to C-Webb. C-Webb with the dribble in, the look to Cal. Now Cal can take him from there. Little turnaround.
Oh, the foul is called.
Draw the foul.
On McKee.
Calvert hasn't been able to shoot the jumper, but he has had some nice moves inside, and need to get him the ball. Especially because it doesn't look like Weber's got his game today.
No. Looks like Tracy Murray ready to come in.
Bringing in Tracy to combat the Terry Mills 3. Cheney, one of the Bullets' better free throw shooters in what has been a problem area for the Bullets this year.
It's more than a problem area. It's pretty much their downfall. Any ability to shoot free throws, and they'd be a playoff team.
If they could shoot free throws and not give up the three, evidence they gave up 8 threes to the Bulls. If they were only 2s, they'd have won by 4 instead of losing by 4. Cheney with the delay. You can see there was a little hitch in his delivery there.
Rebound.
McKee did get up a little bit. He's trying to get that elevator man title.
But no.
Little
like
hop, skip, and a jump.
McKee taking it to the hole.
No.
Oh.
No, says Lorenzo.
Foul called.
That's a tight call. You take a look at that again. McKee goes up, not quite away.
Looks like he scraped his fingers there at the apex of the jump.
All right, McKee at the line.
Oh,
they get enough arc on that ball.
Pistons have problems shooting the ball early from the foul
Well,
line.
you've seen a general decline in the shooting ability of the NBA as they've gone more to the athleticism, trying to be the elevator man.
That's right. The players today, they just don't care about the skill shots.
All right.
15-12 Bullets.
I'd look for them to go to Murray now that they've moved him in. Open it up inside, pop him out for a... They got the ball out to Murray. Run a screen off to Cheney. Back to Murray. 2 minutes left in the quarter. Strickland, he's looking to go inside.
Nice move by Strickland, but
Oh, little ball.
too far underneath.
No, taken away from Lorenzo.
Aaron McKee
Pistons
leads
break out.
to
Here
Hill.
comes. Back in the corner to Hunter. Hunter with the three.
Ooh, in and out. Rebound.
All right, the Bullets coming back on the break. Out to Strickland. Oh, Cheney rolls it in. All right, that's what we like to see. The Bullets up by 5 here in the first.
Must-win game for the Bullets.
That's the biggest lead they've had here in the game. All right, Grant bringing the ball up again. Throwing the double team at him.
to McKee.
Off to McKee. Back out to Hill. Hill looking to drive with a stutter step.
Oh,
He's
look
in.
out.
Up and away.
He's the elevator man.
Oh, dipsy-doo dunkaroo. The fans here do not like that.
That's interesting. Jordan throws the dunk down. The crowd goes wild. Grant Hill. And there's
Oh, no.
Strickland.
The refs have obviously
First
been
foul.
influenced by this, trying to turn the game into favor of the Pistons.
Every bit of Michael Jordan is Grant Hill. Except a much nicer man.
All right, they brought in a little Whitney. Whitney's a quick guy. You can look, they got the three-point shooters in now with Murray and Whitney. Looking to combat some of that outside power of the Pistons. McKee.
McKee taking it into the lane. Tries to get it
Oh,
off the
Whitney. Whitney breaks out. He's got Murray ahead. Pulls it over to Cheney. Cheney with the drive. Over to Jawan.
Oh,
Jawan
blocked
needs
from
to go
behind by
strong.
Mills.
Come on, Jawan. Looked a little tentative in there where he should have went up and thrown it down.
30 seconds remaining. Grant Hill hits
Hill.
the jumper for 2.
Hill's starting to heat up.
17-16.
Starting to heat up. We're missing Big George in the middle, because with George in the middle, that makes a difference. Nobody wants to shoot. Afraid to get it bounced off their head. All right, we got 18 seconds left to go here. 17. Cheney with the ball at the point.
About a 4-second
On the
differential in the shot clock.
Cheney's looking. Cheney's going. The spin, the shot. Nothing.
Oh, foul called
Ah,
on the Bullets. Is it? Yes. Renzo Williams. 7.8 seconds left.
7 seconds.
Pistons have a
Pistons-
chance to take the lead going into the second quarter now, which will be shocking because they were down by 5 about 25 seconds ago, roughly.
Been thoroughly outplayed by the Bullets here in the first quarter, but still with a chance to lead. All right, Jaren Jackson's in with the defensive stopper. Here
Grant
comes
Hill
Hill.
goes
He's looking to
right
go all the
by-
way.
Oh, my.
Oh, he's
It's as if
taken
Cheney
over.
wasn't even on the court.
Scored the last 6 points of the quarter. They got it into
Oh.
Whitney. Whitney's going to try to launch a half quarter. It's up,
No.
it's up, it's up.
It's off.
Oh, it's off
The
to the
Pistons.
side after a thrilling first quarter here at the USAir Arena.
Grant Hill has turned it up and given the Pistons the lead.
A scintillating end of the first quarter for Grant Hill. 18-17. Detroit over our Washington Bullets.
Pull that.
Yeah, we'll go. Alrighty. That was quite a first quarter that we had.
We're still here on WSAM, chatting away between the first and second periods.
Looks like we could have the same problem we had Friday night. If we can't stop Grant Hill, we're not going to go anywhere.
Well, Jordan had a slow start Friday night, came on the fourth quarter. Grant Hill turned it up at the end of the first
All right.
quarter.
Oh, wait now, Sam. Let's take a look out here to the court. We got the beach ball drop happening from the ceiling. We've actually got a woman out there today in the first beach ball. Let's see where it's coming. They're going to drop the beach balls. If she catches 3 beach balls, it's free lottery tickets for everybody. Here comes the first. Oh, she's going.
Oh,
She's
no.
going. Oh,
Oh.
no. They put that off the backboard. The crowd is not happy about that because it looks like it's been fixed so that she
It
cannot
does.
win.
In fact, it may be fixed.
How was she to catch that? That was
It's
clearly
impossible.
unfair. It's coming
Oh,
again.
look out.
Nothing.
I mean, it's not
Oh,
even.
her
this is
row
actually-
just lost tickets.
It's really a sad day if you're looking for free lottery tickets. It's just not going to happen.
Here comes ball number 3.
And it almost hits a scoreboard.
One thing we haven't pointed out here today is that it was Bullets Cap Day here at the arena. As you can see,
I'm sporting one during the announcing.
Sammy has got his on.
We'd also like to send a special thank you out to one Bill Davin for breaking his seat here in USAir Arena.
Breaking the seat out. He did trade his ticket. He will be seeing the Bulls later in the season, but there'll be no hat.
There'll be no hat for poor Bill Davin. He's missed out on the hat. I'm about to give it up, so.
All right. All right, Bernie bringing him out. Let's see if he brings Big George out in the second quarter after a little blow.
I would say he's going to have to go back to him.
Doesn't seem like the Pistons have anybody that can stop George
definitely
inside.
Not. Definitely not. And then again, very few teams do.
Yeah, the tallest they go is they go in with Terry Mills at 6'10", but he doesn't come inside. He's an outside shooter.
Exactly.
They got Theo and Otis, but Otis is an old man and Theo's a young guy.
He's a young cowboy.
You know, you go with George at 303.77 out of Klugen University.
Klugen. Where is Klugen at?
Klugen, that's over in the old Soviet, Ukrainian, Czechoslovakia stand.
Oh, is it? That's fascinating.
Which brings me to a point. What is a stand?
A stand?
You got Pakistan, Kakakistan, Turkestan.
It's a lot like a Casbah, I believe.
Rock the stand.
That's right.
As we get ready here to start the second
Grant Hill
period of play.
finished with 8 points in the first period.
George is back in the game with Jaron, Tracy, Chris, Whitney, and I'm assuming Jawan, although I can't find him. The Bullets have got, oh no, we're going to put
The Bullets have 3 people on the court. Oh, here they go.
We're going to put Weber out there. This is the Bullets' three-point shooting team they got out there.
Yeah, they don't like to see Weber got it up the 3 too often.
Look for the Bullets to work it into George and then kick it out for the threes to Whitney, Jackson, and Murray. Now we got Grant Hill up there in the corner.
If Grant Long is checked in for the Pistons.
All right, we'll be coming with you here today till the 8-minute mark of the second period when we've had enough.
Our license will be
Murray.
revoked.
Murray into Big George. Oh, George, he got thrown out of bounds.
It's a poor pass.
They're killing us. They're killing us. Mills.
Mills for 3, and he hits again. Terry Mills.
That's a 5-point play there. That's a 5-point play.
McKee, Long,
Yeah, the NBA gave Jawan, but now they're taking games away from him. All right, 11 minutes, 22 seconds to go in the second. Whitney inside, looking for Jaron. They're looking to go to George. They got the ball into George.
George is guarded by
He's
Terry
faking.
Mills.
George is taking this up. You can tell.
Oh,
a little short. He got killed. Oh, come on.
George not hustling. Dumars brings up for the Pistons.
You're seeing no hustle out of the Bullets today. See, one of the things when they get the ball into George, the refs are they're hesitant to call that foul.
Well, I think the refs are confused by his height and his awkwardness.
Ain't nothing awkward
Mills,
about
nice
the Bullets.
pass into Grant Long.
The foul on Jackson. All right. Bullets need to get themselves together. From a 17-16 lead, they've now fallen behind 21-17.
I believe Grant Long used to be known as the Shack of the Mac.
Grant
when he
Long,
played for Eastern Michigan.
the Shack of the Mac. All right, we're at a 20-second timeout here. The Bullets trying to regroup. Bernie Bickerstaff trying to get him in. That's another question. Why did we bring in Bernie Bickerstaff?
I'm wondering that myself.
What has he done for anybody?
Ever.
I myself, I'd have went with a player coach.
We went with George as player coach.
I went with George Murison as the player coach.
He would never take himself out of the game.
There's a man you can follow. He doesn't need to hold the umbrella up. You can just follow him.
That's right. George is a natural leader on the team.
Some of these guys are the elevator man. George is the elevator. All right,
George is the building the elevator goes up to.
All right, get a look at Grant Hill there. Grant Long at the line shooting 2. He dribbles. It's up, and it's in.
It's the first. Some strange music being played here in the arena.
They're trying to pull out all the tricks before they move on downtown. All
Long
right.
hits them both. 23-17 Pistons.
Out to a 6-point lead.
What has happened?
11-0 run in the last 2 minutes and 20 by Detroit. They've gotten no scoring.
Oh, good D there by Hill. Knocks the ball out of bounds.
They're trying to go inside, outside. All right, they're bringing Jawan in for try to get a little more scoring. Taking Tracy Murray out. They've decided to forget the three-point strategy.
A couple times Friday night, the Bulls looked like they were about to get blown out, and they managed to keep it close.
This makes a Here's a good point that people are often asking. Can the Bullets play with Weber? Oh, the three from Quist. Whitney!
Cuts it to 3.
Can the Bullets play with Weber and Howard, or are they better without one or the other? Judging by Friday's game, it may be better that one of them's got to go. You can't have 2 number 1 options that play the same position. Now's the ball in. Double team in the corner. 6.
Dumars
5.
throws it away.
Throws it away. All right, there's that stifling defense we've grow accustomed to from the Bullets.
And a timeout has been called.
All right, we got us another timeout here at the arena.
Television timeout, I do believe.
It would be a television timeout, but we'll stay right here with you. And it's out come the Bullets. So this is why the people really come to the ball game.
The Bullets are loved by young and old alike in the Washington area. They do so much great social work.
Which leads to an intriguing question. What will they be called next year?
The Wizardettes?
The Wizettes?
The Witches?
The Wizards?
It's going to be, that's going to be quite interesting.
I mean, you got the Wizards, but what happens to the Bullets?
Wow, I don't think anyone thought of that when they renamed the team.
Oh my, let's see what we can pull out here. November 23rd, Charlotte in an 85-93 loss to the Detroit Pistons. Dumars had 20, 13 boards from Otis Thorpe.
Why are you talking about a game that happened in November? That makes no sense.
That was the key to the Pistons season, is what that game there was.
That was the turning point of the season.
That was the turning point of the season.
The Pistons are a big surprise for most people.
Doug Collins this year has coming off that Eastern Conference victory in the All-Star game, a 132-120 victory.
Well, the key to Doug Collins is he apparently is no longer insane. I believe for a while there he was considered the crazy man of NBA basketball.
Crazy man of the NBA.
And then he put some time in doing some commentary, came back to the Pistons, got a haircut and calmed himself down. And he's really turned the Pistons around. That and the new look.
All right. Now Burger King, here's something you gotta like. That if the Bullets score 120 points, they'll give a free Whopper. This year, to this point, number of Whoppers given out, yes,
0.
Big 0.
And the Bullets are only 100 points away from free Whoppers for everyone.
100 points away, that is. Whoppers for everyone.
We'd have to play 13 overtimes to reach 120 points today.
We're not thinking we're going to see Whoppers, but the Bullets, they did give us these beautiful hats, from Burger King.
But you cannot eat a hat. Hats are nice.
No eating of the hat.
But
All
it's
right.
not dinner.
We're ready to get the game started back here. Kachawan going to throw the ball into Whitney. And if Whitney can heat up from outside, that'll open the game up for Big George, and there'll be spelled trouble for the Detroit Pistons. All right, Whitney bringing the ball up. George setting the pick out high. The kick out to Jaren Jackson.
Oh,
ooh.
My. Brutal shot by Jaren
All right,
Jackson.
a break with the ball off of Terry Mills. The Bullets will get another chance to set it up. George down low, Juwan to throw the ball in. C-Webb in the corner with the post up, dribbles in. Looking for someone to cut. C-Webb looks, he's used his dribble up. He's got Juwan out at the corner, bounces it off.
Rebound.
If they could get George a little better on his hands to grab those balls, he'd be absolutely unstoppable.
Aaron McKee with the rebound, bringing it up court.
Washington is out rebounding the Pistons 13-8, but it doesn't seem to help. Mills with the fake, the pull up, no,
Mills.
over the top.
Shooting it too, that's not his specialty.
He was a little too close. All right, Chaney checking back in. Chaney's really yet to get off the schneid here in the first half. Actually, so has pretty much everybody on the Bullets. George has got 6 to lead the Bullets. Other than that, there really has not been much scoring. What I'd look for Whitney here is to pull up and hit one. Or take it to the hole strong. What's the call? They're calling a foul on Weber.
It's his first.
Apparently he knocked off George Foreman there.
Also known as Terry Mills.
Oh, that's a questionable call as Whitney was going strong to the hole. All right, let's see if we can get a defensive stop, come down, pop the 3, and tie the ball game up.
Dumars.
There's Dumars in rhythm. C-Webb has been hitting the boards pretty well today. Bullets have gone with a smaller lineup with the Whitney at the point and Strickland at the shooting guard. Whitney's pulling up for the 3. That looks good.
Oh, Whitney.
Whitney.
You don't expect that, do you, for Chris Whitney?
All right, we're tied up at 23. The Bullets
Managing
Getting
to
a little
keep
bit
it close.
outside shooting. Whitney's now leading the score. Aaron McKee, the kick out, the kick over, the 2. No.
Grant Long with the board. Finds Dumars.
Dumars in the corner. Dumars dribbling. The kick around, out top. McKee going to the hole, loses the ball. Howard's got it. All right, with the Bullets coming up court with a chance to take the lead. Ball off to Strickland. Out to the corner to Cheney. Cheney going to the hole with the left hand. Nothing.
Rebound Terry Mills.
McKee pushing it up. He's got on in the corner. Holds up, out top to Mills, over to McKee.
Michael Curry aimlessly wandering around for the Pistons out there.
See what McKee's able to do with this. Down in low to Mills. Out to McKee for 3. Wide open. No one out there.
Oh, and McKee hits the 3.
Bags it home. They got to
Bit of a
jump out on him.
surprise.
That's one thing that'll kill the Bullets, giving up the 3s. All right. Well, it's about time for us to wrap it up out here at the USAir Arena. It's been
So,
fun.
This is Sam Stoy
And Tom Cicatella saying
saying goodbye.
and good night.
We'll see you again for another Fantasy Play-by-Play.